There's a strange heaviness that arrives on Sundays, so subtle you barely notice when it first appears. It doesn't announce itself or demand attention. It simply settles into the air around you as if the day is exhaling something unspoken. The light softens in a way that feels almost intentional. Shadows stretch slowly across familiar surfaces. The room grows quieter, as though sound itself is gently withdrawing. The day begins to loosen its sense of urgency. The hours slow without asking permission, and in that quiet shift, something inside you starts folding inward. By late afternoon, the world feels subtly rearranged. Sunlight lands differently on the walls. Ordinary spaces begin to feel slightly distant. Shadows stretch longer than you remember. The golden light softens into muted tones. Everything seems suspended in a slower rhythm. Sounds from outside drift farther away. Traffic hums without urgency. Even the world beyond your window quiets itself. Rooms you know well begin to feel altered. Stillness gathers in the corners. It is as if the air itself has grown heavier. You move through the space without direction. You pick something up, then set it down again. Nothing seems to hold your attention. You open your phone and scroll without interest. Images pass without leaving an impression. Moments later, you close it, unsure why you opened it. Nothing is wrong, and nothing bad has happened. Yet a quiet weight settles somewhere in your chest. It rests there without urgency or explanation. Music feels intrusive in the stillness. Conversation requires more effort than usual. Even rest feels strangely incomplete. It isn't quite sadness, and it isn't quite anxiety. It lives somewhere between the two. A quiet melancholy begins to spread beneath the surface. You sense the day slipping away. Something unnamed approaches with the coming night. And without knowing why, the world feels lonelier on Sunday evenings. Part of this heaviness is not emotional, but neurological. Sunday marks a threshold between openness and structure. Your mind senses the shift before you name it. The nervous system begins preparing for responsibility. Expectations gather quietly at the edge of awareness. Tomorrow forms in the background of your thoughts. The brain anticipates demands before they arrive. The body prepares itself for pressure. The mind rehearses unfinished conversations and tasks. But Sunday's wait is not only about Monday. It carries the feeling of endings. It marks the closing of unstructured time. Another week of life has quietly passed. Time has moved forward without asking permission. And in the stillness, that awareness deepens. When the noise fades, a rare silence appears. Buried thoughts begin to rise within it. Feelings postponed by busyness slowly return. Sunday doesn't feel heavy because something is wrong. It feels heavy because you have finally slowed down. In that slowing, you begin to feel what the week kept buried. The quiet is not creating these feelings. It is revealing what was already there. Silence allows what was hidden to surface. Instead of resisting the heaviness, you might meet it gently, not as a problem that needs solving, but as a signal asking to be heard. Sunday invites a softer awareness of your own presence. It asks nothing dramatic from you, only that you notice what is here. You may notice your breath deepening with the fading light. You may feel stillness settling into the room. You may sense parts of yourself returning in the quiet. You do not need to fill the evening with noise. You do not need to outrun the silence. Stillness is not something to fear. Sometimes the weight softens on its own. It lightens when you stop trying to escape it. Relief arrives when resistance fades. A slow walk at dusk can ease the mind. A dim lamp can soften the edges of the night. Music that asks nothing can gently fill the space. Not every heaviness needs solving. Some feelings ask only to be felt, and when they are felt, they begin to release. Sunday was never meant to feel like an ending. It can be a quiet threshold between what has passed and what has not begun. A gentle pause between effort and renewal. If tonight feels heavy, there is nothing wrong with you. You are not falling behind or losing your way. You are not alone in this quiet moment. You are simply feeling the silent movement of time. You are witnessing another week settling into memory. You are standing in the space between what was and what comes next. Rest in this quiet turning. Let the evening close slowly around you. Tomorrow will arrive on its own. If this quiet moment spoke to you, you can stay a little longer. There is more space to breathe here.